Hey everyone, this is Prattski. Just wanted to give you an update on Shadows of Brimstone card organization part 2. So last time I had been making a little bit of progress with this box, but I've made some more. So as I mentioned before, I had all of these tab dividers cut out, and I had done an initial lining of the box. Lining is done. I've got dividers in between the cards as well, and those are secured in. They're glued to the side, and it's I think it's kind of that sweet spot where it's not too much room, where they're moving all over the place, but it's also not too little room, so that it's really annoying to get them in, especially when they're sleeved. But I like it. I think it's going to work well. We'll have to see. Again, I still have to play it. But then I had this other space here, and I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I've got tons of the Plano boxes already for organization of all the tokens, so that didn't really seem to make sense. But I had some leftover stuff that just didn't have a great spot for it. Now, there are all of the end caps, which I'm using this Plano box for. This is for all the bigger stuff, and they fit pretty well in here. I've got no problem with this. In fact, I'm pretty happy with it. But the portals, or the otherworld portals, or whatever they are, I didn't have a great place for those, and so they were just in little bags. So I ended up building this tray that I can take out just out of foam core, and so this holds all of the different portal tile sets, and then it also has a little bit of extra room just for a couple of these things as well. So I made that just to be able to slide really nicely in here. And then I'm thinking about, I still don't know if this is the best use for this space, but I've got all of the hero cards and all of the smaller sized monster cards in here, and I thought about maybe making another box that those fit in, that I can remove. I don't know. Still trying to figure that out. Kind of thinking at this point, maybe it's just better to actually get some plays in as well and see how I feel about it after that. But all in all, you know, this is great. It's not catching at all because I built enough space around the edge, and it's definitely not something that I would plan to actually carry like a briefcase. I think there's probably some work I could do to make it work that way. These things would obviously have, you know, about this much space above them, and this isn't going to work. The tops of the tabs here, they almost butt right up against the top. So I think the cards would probably be okay, but there's also no real purpose. I'm completely fine carrying it flat as well. Just got to remember to do that, or when I ask somebody else to carry it for me, if they don't decide to grab it by the handle. So anyway, that's the update on that. So far so good, and if I decide to do anything else interesting with this, I'll provide an update for that. Or if I decide that however this is organized, it just isn't working very well for how it should be played out, then I might have to make some modifications. But otherwise, highly recommend this. I can't really think of a better option. I did think about using one of the Caverns of Cinder or the Tradera box, but you know, these cards they get kind of heavy in the bottom of the box. Bows a little bit if you get all those in there, so I just wasn't too pumped about that. But this is definitely working, and for $12.50, getting this thing half off, that's a killer deal. So anyway, that's where we're at. Until next time.